Y'all already know who it is, man. Y'all here with the one and only Big Quince. And today we're going to speak on my walk through self-discovery. I've come to find this world to be very disgusting, very disturbing. I also know that this world is a beautiful place. I know that this world is sacred. I know that this world has a very godly sense within itself. Coming to terms with reality, though, in my walk through self-discovery, and the citizenship that we live in on planet Earth, I find this world to be very disgusting. There's a lot of people that find good fortune. They find themselves actually very fortunate to be a part of the United Customs, the United Nations. They find themselves very privileged to have support in the world that is now. It was very hard for me to iterate my thoughts or opinions, and even my consumption of reality. It was very confusing for a long period of space. I questioned my reality recently, like 6 winters ago. It was like the first time that I took it serious, questioning my reality. And since then, it's been a roller coaster. A long period of my life, I only found substance in entertainment. That's where I saw myself fit to be able to succeed in the United Nations. So now, in my realization of self, I've taken a different position. And that was tough. Because as I said, for a long period in my growth and development stages, entertainment was the only thing that I saw fit for me. I saw other things fit for me, yet there were stages in my life where I had to bury those things, or I buried those things out of the trajectory in which where I was going. So there's always been other interests that I've had, which is why my walk for self-discovery even started. Because that particle and sense of an alternative world, it was always there. There's a level of, I guess you could say, suffocation that happens. When you're in this world and you're living these ideologies, right? And the people around you, your neighbors, as I said, they feel fortunate to be a part of the customs. So it's defensive or it's offensive to speak against one's ideology or thought process. It's very highly to be offensive when you start thinking alternatively in a realm of beings that are moving in one way, and they wholeheartedly have a structural foundation on the way that they move. They've created a bond with the way that they move. There's been an initiation within the rights that they have as a pool, as a people, as a collective that's going in one direction. So when you're alternative from that, it's combative to the forces in which they flow through. So at this point, I've been a threat to a lot of people, not in the sense of intimidation, right? Not in the sense of superiority, in the sense of the shield or the force field that was created from the thoughts that you put into this world. So it was hard for me to see the truth. I would suppress myself for a very long time. Like, even in the stages of these past, like I said, 6 winters of me rediscovering, been docile, suppressing my emotions, my thoughts, my words. People are the only thing that matter to me in this world. So my perception of like, oh, if I speak like this, I'm going to get this reaction. If I move like this, I'm going to get this reaction. It had me confused. It had me fucked up for a very long time. I just got to keep it 100. It had me baffled. I've been battling myself for a very long time, bro. Simply because of the transformation and rediscovery of my brain, of my neural pathways, of my neurology. I despise participating in the downfall of the lineage of my people. I've walked through this world and seen the deception of nature. At what point do we realize that the United National System is a highway for the trafficking of people? It's pretty simple and it's pretty clear to me that the operation and the goal or the mission for these militaries is to subjugate, propagate, and to sell land or people. The only way you can get to the properties of the land is through the knowledge of the people. That's all this is about. For a very long period in my life, I didn't know whether to believe it to be so or not. I didn't know whether to believe what I was actually seeing was real or fake. So the forces of the military have become so strong that our community, the tribe, nigga, they're protective of the military. They're protective of the United Forces. So I hit a point in my transformation stage where I'm like, is this safe? Like, I already didn't know what was real or what was fake from me questioning Christianity, people acting like what we're doing in this world is acceptable, questioning whether I can say the words that I'm saying, questioning if I can feel the emotions that I'm feeling. So there was a lot of suppression in this discovery, just as much as there was exposure. Some people suppress how they really feel about this world because of their loyalty to the government. A lot of people have built a trustworthy relationship and bond with the government. I'm at a point now where I can't fake the funk no more. This world is weird. The United Nations are not an attractive sight to see. It's not because of laziness, and it's not because I have a poor relationship with God, and it's not because I don't know enough yet. Systematically, we're doing things the hard fucking way. It's that simple. Systematically, as a people, as a unit, as a tribe, we're doing things the hard fucking way. And we know that. We all know that, which is crazy. That we've built a community, or we built an ideology and a custom that doing things the hard way is the best way to go. We've real life built a community in the structure of the struggle. Systematically, we can do better, and we can make things easier to have a lighter workload on our shoulders. Not saying that easy things are not challenging, but we don't have to force ourselves into a challenge in order to feel validated. Status, individualism, hierarchy, that's kind of what people subconsciously strive for. Without even knowing, because this is the world that we live in. This is the way human life is supposed to be. Dominance, dominion, rulership. Animals don't live in a race. Animals don't compete for dominion. A lion is in a lion's domain because it knows that domain. A lion not gonna be in a tiger's domain because the lion is weaker than the tiger. You get what I'm saying? A bear is not gonna be in the elephant's domain because the bear is weaker than the elephant. It's because the bear knows where it's at. The bear knows the land. The bear knows its senses. It knows how far it can go, and it knows how far it's not going to go. A lion knows its senses. It knows its land. It's comfortable with its surrounding area of being. A lion ain't just there because I'm the king of the motherfucking safari. A lion ain't like, yeah, I'm the king of the motherfucking shit, so I'm here. A lion is like, nigga, my brain can compute every dust particle of this bitch, nigga, the grass blade height, the circumference of the wind when it flows past my ear. Nigga, that's why the lion is there. The lion is a scientist. All the animals, they're students of nature. They know what the fuck is going on. That's what gives them rulership. That's what gives them dominion in their being, in their environment. It's the knowledge of self that the animal has. It's the knowledge of self that a plant has. Plants can be invasive as well. And you know, when we think of dominance, we think of a perception of force, right? And hierarchy, and of strength. We don't think of rulership. We don't think of knowing. We don't think about the measurements that are taken and transcribed, studied. We just think about force. Not all of us, obviously, not all of us. So I'm at a point now in my walk through rediscovery where I know, I have confidence now. And I'm done questioning the fact whether if I know if something is real or false advertisement. I'm done belittling myself. That's what I mean. Questioning whether I'm right or wrong for walking in the discovery that I'm walking in. And questioning if I'm going to be punished for learning the things that I'm learning. I was blind for a long time, man. I was blind for a long time, bro. I've been a people pleaser for a long ass time, nigga. And also, I'm a very talented motherfucker, Like, so on the entertainment wave of it, like, I was just trying to give the people what they want for a long time on some shit. Like, nigga, really trying to use my talents to help bring the people around me into good spirits. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I don't want to engage anymore. I don't want to participate in the world of entertainment, in the world of just keep these people occupied, and we'll be good to evolve in the world of humanity. As long as we have workers. So basically saying, I'm still me. I'm me to the maximum. I'm me to the fifth power. And I always knew that something was off about this world, about the spirits of this world, about the angels, the demons, the magic, the witchcraft, the prayers. I always knew that something was off. That's why I never really fully committed to myself in this world. I'm just keep on. That's me saying it. I'm letting it out right there. That was why I never fully committed to myself in this world. Because I knew something was off. It was hard for me to discover that, though. Physically, materialistically, it was hard for me to discover that. Spiritually as well, shit. It was hard for me to discover that. The knowingness of me felt the vibration of disordinance on our plane of existence. It took a very long time for me to become comfortable with the fact that this world is fraudulent. It took me a long time to become comfortable with the fact that I am spiritually royal outside of the realm of religions. Same me to the fifth power. Quincy, I see y'all when I see y'all, man. Love, peace. One.